Breaking news coming in now that the case has been adjourned for now and will be heard only in July as per some estimates. Rhythm, what are you hearing? It's been adjourned. What happens next?
Update and breaking news that's coming in, Niranjan. We've just been told that the virtual hearing has continued to take place, and we've also been told through our sources that Mehul Choksi was also present in the virtual hearing, watching his lawyers. It was a 10 to 15 minute hearing. The matter has now been adjourned. We are being told it could possibly be for July. This is a case consensus management date that's coming, which means both the sides have decided together that the date that suits both the sides is going to be taken as the next date of the hearing, when the habeas corpus petition of Mehul Choksi will be heard. As we show you the exclusive visuals, let's also tell you, as the case is being adjourned, for now, what is going to happen for the next month with Mehul Choksi? He will continue to be in police custody in Dominica, and for us, that is the big breaking news, because this is the first time ever Mehul Choksi is in police custody, unlike Nirav Modi, whose bail has been denied 7 times in the Westminster Magistrates Court. Mehul Choksi gets his first taste of prison in Dominica. It's not the national prison, it's an international prison, but Mehul Choksi gets his first taste of police custody in Dominica. That's where he's going to be for the next few days, at least for the next 20 to 25 days, when the case will next be taken up. Both the sides have agreed that this case will be now heard, possibly around the 1st of July, a 10 to 15 minute hearing in the courtroom where the judge has agreed for this case to be heard at the habeas corpus petition of Choksi to be coming up then. We're also confirming for our viewers that Choksi himself had joined the hearing to get a sense of what's happening and whether his lawyers were exactly on point. We've been keeping our viewers right ahead with all the virtual updates that have been coming in through the hearing. Even yesterday, Niranjan, we were the only channel to get visuals of Mehul Choksi when he arrived at the magistrates court. We were the only channel to get visuals of the CBI team that has been batting for India right there at Dominica, and also of his brother Chetan Bhai Choksi, who was also currently present in Dominica, who was also seen at the magistrates court. Keeping all this in mind, the big question now today, Niranjan, is going to be how soon is it possible for the CBI authorities and the team that's working with the Dominican prosecution to be able to drag Choksi back? It does seem as this hearing is going to be adjourned and going to come up in the next 30 days, possibly in July. It's not going to be happening soon. But the breaking news that's coming in right now, as the Choksi case is adjourned, Mehul Choksi will continue to be in police custody. He will continue to be in police custody, where he had earlier said that he didn't feel safe, he didn't feel secure. But very strict instructions coming in from the court, which has given a gag order also in this case, that he will continue to be in police custody in Dominica. And as we said earlier, the 30,400K scam, the PNP scam, where Mehul Choksi now seeing he's in prison and he's getting his first taste of prison right there in Dominica, finding himself in prison for the next 30 days. He's possibly going to try and speak to his legal team, trying to get a sense of what has to happen forward. But for now, Mehul Choksi is going to be in police custody in Dominica, Niranjan.
Rhythm, stay with me now. Essentially, he's really. We were telling Vijay Agarwal that this is going to be a fight between diplomatic, brinkmanship and legal strategy at its best, right? And it's turning out to be very, very interesting. Mehul Choksi's got a battery of global lawyers. Yesterday he had lawyers from Antigua joining in. He's got a team in India. He's got a team in London. His brother flew in from London. Really, we were prepared to bring him back. There was a jet. We don't know whether that jet will remain there or will come back or will be called back later. But it's turning out to be very interesting. And I think questions will be asked on whether we did enough. We did enough to get him back. What went wrong in between, Rhythm?
I don't think we've done anything wrong as such, Niranjan, because it takes time. The legal process will always be taking time, and we've put this first step forward. Remember, this is a habeas corpus petition that has been filed by Mehul Choksi. We've tried our best to go to Dominica and to even try to venture a word in, even though we're not even a party in the case. So let me put this into perspective for our viewers. It is not possible in a legal case to immediately get somebody to be convicted. It takes time. Even in the Nirav Modi case, there is no conviction, but prima facie, India, after a massive marathon 2 years of tedious effort, has been able to establish in the UK courts that there is a prima facie case that he needs to face in India, and therefore the courts have said yes, prima facie, he should be extradited back. That is the first step. Similarly, here in Dominica, what our authorities are going to try and do, and they've gone armed with all the documents, whether it's the Interpol notice, whether it's the what he did in the 30,400 crore PNB scam, whether it's details of the scam, whether it's the orders that the Indian courts have given, whether it's the UK magistrate court's order, all this, armed with this, they go to Dominica and try and put out a case. But there needs to be a date when the judge is free to be hearing the case. Today, she didn't have the time, and also such a case needs to be heard at a lengthy marathon hearing, which has not happened yet. So both the sides have today come to a consensus. All right, let's fix the matter at such a date when we'll all come prepared, because remember, this suddenly happened. So both the sides have had no time to prepare, and that is what they said to the court. They didn't have a time to prepare. The Attorney General, as I'm seeing in the virtual court hearings, had left the meeting. So has Lawrence Lennox had left the meeting after the hearing. It is very clearly also something that we've been pointing out to Republic TV, that this is also a political face-off that we are seeing in the island nation, where one side says that he should be deported back to India immediately, and another side says let him be there. And there are allegations that Chetan Bhai Choksi, that is the brother of Mehul Choksi, has also possibly done some quid pro quo with the opposition parties. When such things are happening, it is not possible for the court, which has given unprecedented gag orders, Niranjan, and there are protests breaking out outside the Dominican court, to immediately come out and give orders. So for the viewers, India's on the right track. India's immediately moved its team there. India has ensured that they put the best foot forward, and we only have to patiently wait for some time before the Indian mission Choksi team gets victory in the Dominican court. Choksi was yesterday in the magistrate's court. Today, we've also seen he joined the virtual court hearing. But what's the big breaking news for me personally is Choksi will be in police custody. It's the first time ever since 2018, when the PNB scam broke out. Mehul Choksi is going to be in prison for 30 days, and that is the big breaking news, because he is going to get his first taste of prison. His nephew Nirav Modi is spending time in prison since he's been there. He's not even allowed to go out on bail, remember, because the charge is so sinister that they say they'll try and influence the witnesses whom they threatened. Their life was threatened, and when such sinister charges are there, Nirav has not even been able to get bail. It is only a matter of time that the same hands of law, whether Indian, whether Dominican, whether Antiguan, get to Mehul Choksi, who will also have to pay for the 13,600 crore PNB scam that India very, very badly wants him back on Indian soil for.
Yeah. The other update that we had is from Antigua Rhythm, and Antiguan government has also said that Choksi should be sent back to India directly from Dominica. The Antiguan cabinet has decided that the Choksi issue is a problem, and that they don't want to deal with this problem, and they want him to be sent back to Dominica, back from Dominica straight to India. Dominican government also seems to be on board, or that's the sense that we're getting. But the opposition in both these countries playing a very interesting role. In both these countries, the opposition questioning the governments and questioning any deportation to India straight. Now, we saw Mehul Choksi's brother also land yesterday. There were allegations of Mehul Choksi's brother meeting the opposition leader, even though the opposition leader there denied those charges. These are breaking news updates that we are getting. Once again, we'll show you that 8 window on Republic TV, 8 window where we'll just play that on the screens and we'll speak over that, because that's been the story so far. In Antigua, that's the yacht that came into question. And we saw people protesting outside the High Court, asking where did that yacht come from? Who was on the yacht? Who owns the yacht? Those are pictures of Mehul Choksi at the detention center. And it's Mehul Choksi in court yesterday at the magistrate court. That's his legal team, which was in court earlier. Mehul Choksi's brother captured on Republic TV camera. He said he doesn't want to speak at the moment. Indian team in court, part of the proceedings. A jet with papers being flown to Dominica on standby, and that's the Republic team as we track the story so far. And the story is moving very, very fast. And now we are told that the case has been adjourned for the next 1 month. He seems to have bought some time. He will remain in Dominica. He didn't want that, right, Rhythm? He did not want that. He wanted to come back to, he wanted to rather go back to to Antigua, correct? He wanted to go back to Antigua. He said he does not trust the police in Dominica. He was even willing to pay for his own security there.
Yes. Yes, Niranjan, absolutely. And let's also tell our viewers, as we're getting to this breaking news, his wife who spoke first to Republic TV, Choksi, Mrs. Mehul Choksi, had said he is safest in Antigua. His passport is with me. There is no reason that he would want to escape from Antigua. So yes, he didn't want to be in Dominica. He also raised a preliminary objection yesterday saying he didn't feel safe in police custody in Dominica. Alas for Mr. Mehul Choksi, the time seems to be up because the court has today said that is exactly where he's going to be for the next 30 days, where Mehul Choksi will be in police custody. He will be in prison. That is where he shall be. And they've also said whatever legalities need to be done will be done within this span of time. The habeas corpus petition will also be heard, but it's very, very clear that Choksi will continue to be in police custody. Let's also tell you, if we actually go back to Antigua, Gaston Brown, Niranjan, first spoke with you. He's confirmed that he believes Choksi needs to be extradited back to India. The opposition party up in the arms protesting in Antigua, and that's why we continue saying at Republic TV there are parallel political face-offs breaking off in the island nations, and that has to very cleverly be seen because Mehul Choksi and allegations also against his brother, whether in fact he had a meeting with the opposition party in Dominica, whether anything came out of the meeting, why was there a meeting, what was being stated, has to per se be seen. Also, the Antiguan cabinet discussion today saying that Choksi as an agenda item has said it's a problem best solved by direct extradition of Choksi to India. So this is possibly seeming like time is up for Mehul Choksi after Nirav, after Vijay Mallya and after Christian Michel. It seems the Indian law's hands are now going to be getting Mehul Choksi. Let's also tell our viewers the pictures on the screen clearly showing the CBI, DIG and other top Indian agencies that are currently there. They're also getting all the necessary investigation details they need from the Enforcement Directorate and others back in India, are very clear about one thing. The case that they have prepared against Mehul Choksi, like the case that they had prepared against Nirav Modi, is watertight. What are we talking about here? We are talking about a 30,600 crore PNB case in which there were bad loans that were taken, in which man-made diamonds were sold falsely as real diamonds under the names of Gitanjali and the other brands that Nirav and Mehul jointly had access to. And after doing that, investment citizenship was tried to be taken in Antigua. When India's turn comes in this hearing in the next stage, India is going to put its best foot forward. They're going to establish without any reasonable doubt that there has been money laundering, there has been black marketing, there has been very clear fraud that has been committed by Mehul and also Nirav. They're also going to try and establish that the Indian citizenship has not been renounced by Mehul Choksi. So it all comes down to the citizenship law, which Mehul Choksi and his lawyers continue to say has been done away with. He's already an Antiguan passport holder, and that's what has to be seen. But all that will be seen later. Today for us, the big breaking news continues to be, like Nirav, his nephew, like others whom extradition is being faced, like Christian Michel, who's faced prison in India. Today, Mehul Choksi getting that police custody in Dominica, where he's going to be in jail for the next 30 days.
Thank you for that, Rhythm. We'll take a short break at this point as we get you the latest updates. Tracking every development, Rhythm following the legal developments in the Dominican High Court, which has decided to adjourn the matter for now. It will continue on the 1st of July. We'll take a break, come back. There were some dramatic developments there as there were protests also seen outside the court. It's turning a political, it's turning into a political scandal now, Rhythm, with the Dominican opposition claiming that it's an international scandal and they want the Dominican government also investigated. We'll take a short break, but come back with the live pictures and a live report from outside the courtroom there. We are still live from Dominica.